no one enters the war room. That's it. You two are coming with me.
Ow, 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 ow!
And stay out.
Hello.
Now I have to get back to the
Hello.
president. He's not supposed to be alone.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Oh, welcome, Governor Whizzer. The president has been waiting for you.
Hello.
Governor Whizzer?
Hey, who better to run a state than a washed-up,
Hello.
urination-loving former child star?
No one!
Hello. This is the White House. Hello. Hello. Is anyone there? Hello.
No, sir. I said soda abuse. It's a very important issue.
Was I? No comprende, son.
But I'm speaking English.
Ah, are you two fellas the interpreters? It's about time. Darndest thing, we just had a couple imposters in here. Dead ringers for you two.
Were they walking around examining everything and engaging everyone in pointless conversations?
Those are the ones.
Those accursed clones. When will their devilish mimicry end?
Help me out with this here potentate, would you? Can't understand a dang word.
But that doesn't make sense. I don't even have an accent.
Uno momento, por favor. Impatient little guy, ain't he?
What's new, Whizzer?
That's Governor Whizzer, thank you very much.
What are you the governor of?
The 51st and greatest state, West Dakota. Don't you guys read the papers?
Just the funnies.
You mean the obituaries, Max.
Potato, potato.
We're a young state, but with our own rich traditions that make us a distinct tourist destination, apart from the North and South.
How did you get into politics?
I won the election. It was a very close race, but I totally won the popular vote.
Was it a runoff election? You see what I did there? Runoff? 'Cause he's Whizzer?
You're still the master of fourth grade gutter humor, Max. What were your qualifications for office?
I'm a television celebrity.
Now there's a platform I can get behind.
What brings you to the Oval Office?
I'm trying to build up nationwide support for the MRSAPP.
Who's Mr. Sapp? And why didn't you want me to know you were talking about him? I can spell, you know.
It's the Mount Rushmore Soda Abuse Prevention Program. It's totally changed my life. I've been carbonation-free for over 4 weeks now.
Tell us about the MRSAPP. Be brief.
I started the Mount Rushmore Soda Abuse Prevention Program after I became governor to help people get flat like me. But if we can't get federal funding, people all over the Dakotas are going to get right back on the pop.
I don't work 8 hours a day, 6 days a week just to throw my money away for some washed-up soda junkies with no sense of self-control.
You don't have any money, Max.
Oh, right. Never mind. Good luck with that, Whiz.
So you really kicked the soda habit, huh?
And how? Back when I was on the pop, I was in a real downward spiral. That endless cycle of always looking for my next fizz, then having to take time out for number one. Then I saw that documentary about Peanut Franklin, and it convinced me I didn't want to be just another self-destructive former child star.
Peanut Franklin, the lovable star of mixed nuts who was found in a seedy Hollywood motel room dead of anaphylactic shock?
What you mean you ain't got no jelly?
Still too soon, Max. Are you sure you wouldn't like a nice cold soda?
Gee, thanks. I'll take a... Whoa, no! Stay strong, Whizzer. You control the bubbles. The bubbles don't control you. Stop talking about soda, will ya?
Stop talking about the crisp, clean taste or the effervescent fizz as it pours over ice into a frosty glass.
All of it. I've been completely flat for over a month now. I can't go back to the way I used to be. I just can't.
We're ready to interpret for you.
Don't tell me. The president needs the interpreter.
What did he say, Sam?
I'm speaking English. I don't even have an accent.
Can't understand a word.
See you around, Whizzer. The president's acting plumb loco.
This is the second most entertaining hypnotic trance I've ever seen.
What's the first?
Watermelon.
How are we going to get the president back to normal?
I think a blow to the head should fix it,
You think a blow to the head fixes everything.
but I've got a really good feeling about it this time.
Pretty fancy office, isn't it, Max?
One day this will all be mine!
I join America and the rest of the free world in praying that will never happen. I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
Hello, Mr. President. Snap out of it, Chief.
Lest we must administer a blow to thy noggin.
Keep away from him.
We're ready to interpret for you.
All right, let's get this party started.
Mr. President, my fellow Americans, I come to warn you about a serious epidemic facing our country. The scourge of soda abuse. Many former popheads like myself found ourselves in the endless cycle of addiction and elimination until we believed there was no hope.
I don't know what you're saying, son, but you're selling it, boy. Good job.
I ask you, how long can this epidemic continue?
What was that?
He said, "What's a guy got to do to get a drink around here?"
Aha, I know what you need. An ice-cold orange sugar fizz. I swear by him.
No, that's not what I want at all. I must resist, but I am thirsty, and just one couldn't hurt.
Frosty cold and so delicious.
All the progress I've made. They were about to give me my 5-week pin.
I almost feel bad about this.
I don't have a conscience, Sam. What's your excuse?
Oh, blessed angels of carbonation, fill me with your syrupy nectar.
Ew!
Yeah, now I'm not so much guilty as repulsed.
Keep it coming. More. I need more. I need a bathroom. Which way is the bathroom?
Which way is Lincoln's bedroom?
Oh, you do not want to go there, son. Place smells like a mausoleum in winter. But if you really want to see it, it's down the hall to your right.
Sam, did you just make an innocent person defile one of the most famous rooms in U.S. history?
Apparently I did.
Ahem. Once again, Mr. President, the impact of soda abuse on our nation's health cannot be overstated. I ask again, how long can this epidemic continue?
Great job, great job. What do you say?
He said, "Prepare to die, capitalist oppressor."
Are you trying to pick a fight with me, son?
No, I'm just trying to educate you on a very important issue.
What did he say?
Men, launch the dragoons. Our victory is at hand.
Hold on there, son. We can still find a peaceful solution to this.
That's all we want. The Mount Rushmore Soda Abuse Prevention Program will bring peace to the lives of soda addicts everywhere.
Aim destructo beam at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Fire on my mark. 3, 2.
Wait! I heard that! That's not what I said at all!
I must have misheard you. Let's start over.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, Your reign of terror ends today.
Those are fighting words, boy.
But soda abuse is a very serious problem.
What was that?
Don't you realize that I've always loved you?
Oh, well, I'm flattered, son, but I'm afraid it wouldn't work out between us.
What are you talking about?
Is he taking it well?
Buck up, Whizzer. There'll be other presidents.
I don't understand.
They're confused, Whizzer. Try it again from the top.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, I need another soda.
No problem. I've got plenty of soda.
Yes, more! Oh, yeah! That's the stuff! I've already forgotten where the bathroom is! Which way is the bathroom?
Which way is the Watergate Hotel?
Don't know, son. I've never been.
You've never been to the bathroom?
Tricky Dick was a big fan of the place, I hear. Did horrible things there. Un-American things.
Oops, I think I translated that wrong. He asked, where's the reflecting pool?
Out the front door, right in front of the Washington Monument. Can't miss it.
That was fast.
Where was I? Oh, right! Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, prepare to die, capitalist oppressor.
Are you trying to pick a fight with me, son?
No, I'm just trying to educate you on a very important issue.
What did he say?
Surrender now, and we shall spare your life.
We will never surrender.
What is he talking about?
Let's start over.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, how long can this epidemic continue?
Epidemic? What's this about an epidemic?
The epidemic of soda abuse, sir. By 2010, 4 out of 5 children will be addicted to soda, and the impact on our nation's plumbing system will be disastrous.
What was that?
Baseball fever. It's sweeping the nation.
You said it, son. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. But you know my favorite part? The frosty cold sodas.
Are you mocking me, Mr. President?
Try it again from the top, Whizzer.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, how long can this epidemic continue?
There you go about an epidemic again. What epidemic?
Denying the problem won't make it go away, Mr. President.
What was that?
The epidemic of surly, listless teens.
That is a problem. I blame those video games.
What does that have to do with anything?
I think he's confused. Let's start again from the top.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, how long can this epidemic continue?
There you go about an epidemic again. What epidemic?
Denying the problem won't make it go away, Mr. President.
What was that?
Something about soda abuse, blah, blah, whatever.
Sounds like one of them touchy-feely tax and spend welfare programs.
He said, sounds like one of those...
I heard what he said. Are you guys sure you're translating correctly?
Don't blame us, buddy. You're the one with a speech impediment.
Try it again from the top, Whizzer.
Where was I? Oh, right. Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, your reign of terror ends today.
Those are fighting words, boy.
But soda abuse is a very serious problem.
What was that?
We will lay waste to your cities and dance upon the bones of your children.
I think I've heard just about enough.
Soda abuse is a difficult topic, sir, but if you'll just hear me out...
Beg for your life and I will kill you last.
Wait a second, I heard that! That's not what I said at all!
What was that?
It loses something in the translation. Let's start over from the top.
Where was I? Oh, right! Soda abuse. How long can this epidemic continue?
Come again?
He said, I need another soda.
No problem. I've got plenty of soda.
Yes, more! Oh, yeah! That's the stuff! I've already forgotten where the bathroom is! Which way is the bathroom?
Which way is the war room?
It's that door right over there. But I don't...
Oh, thank you!
Where do you think you're going?
I've got to get in there! Bad!
We've got a priority red number 2 here in the Oval Office.
No, it's just number 1.
Escorting the suspect to holding cell for interrogation. Come with me, sir.
But it'll only take a second. Please, let me go!
That was fun!
Okay, now I didn't catch all that. What did he say?
Now it's time for some checks and balances, freelance police style. Max, will you do the honors?
Gladly!
Look it, fellas! My fingertips look like little tadpoles!
They just don't make these guys like they used to.
That's no guy, Max. It's a damned ugly puppet.
Ah, the drawstring in his back should have been our first clue.
Our first clue should have been the swirly eyes. But silly me, I thought hypnotizee, not hypnotizer.
What?
Yes, an ingenious device being used to hypnotize the TV-watching public. But who was controlling him?
Gonna take days to get that smell out of the interrogation room. What? What have you done?
He was like that when we got here.
Sam did it!
So these two numbskulls managed to off the president.
It was a deep tissue massage gone horribly wrong. Ninjas!
Sam did it!
Still, ratings from the last State of the Union address were even lower than reruns of Midtown Cowboys. I didn't expect to have to replace the president so soon, but now that these idiots have forced my hand,
We're standing right here.
We can hear everything you're saying.
it's time for a leader the people will have to listen to. Agents Jackson, Burr, and DeGambe, we are moving the timeline forward. Commence phase 2 of the operation. I'll prepare the new candidate.
Not quite the reaction I would have expected from a Secret Service agent discovering 2 people over the decapitated body of the president.
What do you think this fake body is made of? Can I keep it?
No time for that now, Max. We've got to stop the... Wait, what's that noise? Blessed scuba diving Buddha on a banana boat with cocktail onions and a map to the stars' homes.
Yeah!
They've reanimated America's most beloved president.
I always thought Taft was shorter.
Not Taft, you deficient.
My fellow Americans, I am Abraham Lincoln. As you know by now, your president was recently murdered by 2 mysterious interpreters. But turn not to fear and despair. I have returned to guide us through this troubled time. A vote for me is a vote for Abraham Lincoln.
I'll get it!
What's that? Uh-huh. Lincoln Memorial. Right. Hydraulic motors and robotic implants. Yes. Okay. I see. We're on it.
Wrong number?
That was the commissioner, Max. If this new Mecha Lincoln wins the emergency election, the nefarious forces controlling him will have unchecked power to destroy the entire free world.
I hate when they do that.
That's why one of us is going to have to run against him.
You got to answer the phone.
Okay, fair's fair. Max, we're going to make you the next president of the United States.
Yes.
Step away from the national budget, sir. That's for the president's eyes only. I can't let you touch that, sir. Only the president may use the presidential calendar.
Oh no, not this guy again.
Hey, it's our pal, Super Ball.
One and the same, sir.
Well, stand aside, pal.
No can do, sir. Orders.
Are you really happy with this line of work?
Finest job in the world, sir.
Don't you ever just want to take off for some personal time?
Would love to, sir. Got a wife at home. Intel suggests Superball Jr. is starting first grade. Summer home with plenty of doors I could guard in my time off. Solid oak. Good doors. Strong doors.
Let us into that room.
No can do, sir. Orders. Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
Want to hear a really boring story?
So boring that I fall asleep and let you enter the war room?
Oh, so you've heard it already.
I stand guard over doors all day, sir. Takes a lot to bore me.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
It's a stack of pithy campaign slogans. The buck stops here, 1,000 points of light, and I did not have sex with that woman.
Well, I did, but I didn't inhale.
I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
That ribbon is classified, sir. President's only.
It's Lincoln's campaign flyer. I want you. Honest, dedicated, over a century of experience. Abraham Lincoln is your man. It's the cue cards for Lincoln's speech. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country. Give me all you got. Free home delivery. Give me all you got. Who do you like in the election?
My money's on Lincoln, and Lincoln's on my money.
Clever. Nah. I did not have sex with that woman. A 1,000 points of light. The buck stops here. Free home delivery. Give me all you got. I'm glad that I've been given one more life to give for my country. Two wrongs don't make a right. Mr. Lincoln, as a candidate for office, my pal Max would like to engage in a thoughtful discussion of the key issues.
Followed by a round of spiteful mudslinging.
I see. Well, this is a bit irregular. As you're well aware, I'm the most beloved president in history. So I just assumed I'd be running unopposed.
Oh, no, you didn't! You ain't all that!
I freed the slaves.
I was star of a popular television sitcom.
I'm on the penny.
I was on TV.
Now, gentlemen, we can resolve this like adults through moderate reasoned debate.
Very well, then. In the spirit of democracy, I say, bring it.
And it's a beautiful day on the White House lawn as we bring you the first in a series of debates for this emergency election for U.S. President. In the Republican corner, we have the giant animated statue of Abraham Lincoln. And representing the Random Violence and Destruction Party, there is the hyperkinetic, rabbit-like creature known as Max. Acting as completely impartial moderator for the debates will be Sam. The candidates are ready, so let's listen in.
Mr. Lincoln, I'd like you to tell the voters your stand on some of the tough issues.
Very well.
Where do you stand on religion and schools?
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Did we hear that right? Lincoln just came down against both religion and education. Wow, that's gotta hurt him in the polls.
I did not have sex with that woman. A 1,000 points of light. The buck stops here. Free home delivery.
It's time for another in this ongoing series of debates between Abraham Lincoln and Max. We turn you over to our impartial moderator, Sam.
Contestants, it's time for our lightning round. Mr. Lincoln, I'm going to name some of the tough issues facing our country today. I'd like you to sum up your stand on those issues in a few concise words.
Well, all right. I'm afraid this will have to be completely off the top of my head, as I have nothing prepared.
How do you plan to solve the problem of toxic waste?
Free home delivery.
Ooh, an effective but very controversial proposal from candidate Lincoln. And the crowd did not like that idea one bit. Let's see how it affected the polls.
Give me all you got. How would you describe your tax plan?
Give me all you got.
And candidate Lincoln has proposed one shocker of an economic strategy, which even Democrats are calling a trifle excessive. That had to have hurt him in the polls.
Nah. I can't get close enough to him to use the bug. Mr. Lincoln, would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Thank you. This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come. Today is the day we return America to greatness. I stand here at the steps of the White House, not above the people, but with the people. Only one man can lead the nation through this troubled time. I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man. The time to act is now. Thank you.
I've heard better addresses from the 411 operator.
What did you just say?
Hey, Lincoln! Captain Ahab called. He wants his beard back.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
Save it for the debate, Max.
Greetings, miserable proles. This election reminds me of a droll story. It seems Chester A. Arthur and the Pope were kayaking down the Amazon one day. Suddenly, a tiny kangaroo fish swims up the Pope's and lodges itself in his. Arthur grabs the Pope's pliers and swelled up like a melon. And the Pope says, "Thanks! Last time that happened, McKinley wanted to." No, wait. I think I told it wrong. I believe in the ideal of a global community, where America is but a small part. We must set aside our differences and work with our fellow nations, all united towards one goal: the complete and utter annihilation of the godless Belgians. I want to see a return to the prosperity of the America we once knew. A chicken in every pot, and vice versa. If elected, I promise a return to a happier time in America's past. The days when giant thunder lizards marched over the fern-covered marshes of the Midwest, preying on the upstart mammals. I'm a uniter, not a divider. I foresee an America under one rule, an iron-fisted rule. One rabbit, one law. Let your neighbors know that dissent will not be tolerated. All hail Max. People of Earth, your day of reckoning is at hand. I have a dream, America. It starts out where I'm in an all-nude production of Death of a Salesman on Ice, but I haven't studied and I can't remember my lines. Suddenly, it begins to rain marshmallows, but that's okay because trees are made of graham crackers and chocolate bars are the official currency. I believe that by working together, we can make that dream a reality. That is all. Stay frosty, America.
It's the severed head of the president.
I yearn to hold it aloft and turn giant sea atrocities to stone.
You're thinking of Medusa's head.
Oh yeah, I always get those two heads confused.
Hey, Jimmy.
Beat it. Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
What's this? A new application?
Yeah, it's for a friend of ours.
Let's see. Not the Abraham Lincoln. He's tall, distinguished, loves the theater. He sounds perfect.
That chump doesn't have half my cute, fluffy marketability.
Do you think your computer can find him a date?
Computer, nothing. This guy sounds perfect for me. Oh, but he didn't leave his phone number. Next time you see him, give him my number. I'd love to meet him.
Hey, Sybil. How goes the dating game?
Computer-generated love is in the air.
What are you looking for in a date again?
I would love to meet a tall, older man with a good career.
See you around, Sybil.
Who are you calling, Sam?
Sybil.
Hello? Abe? Is that you?
I, Abraham Lincoln, am that man.
Oh, well, Mr. President, it's just such an honor to talk to you. I saw your application and I was wondering, would you like to go out sometime?
This is a date that will be remembered for centuries to come.
Oh my, you are a charmer, aren't you? Well then, Mr. Rail Splitter, where would you like to meet?
I stand here at the steps of the White House.
At the White House. Got it. What time should I meet you?
The time to act is now.
Oh, I love that decisiveness. I'll rush right over.
I'm gonna slap you silly, you little punk.
What? I didn't catch that last part.
I will feast on your entrails and devour your soul.
What? Abe? What's going on?
See you soon. Gotta go.
So, to sum up, family values are the bedrock of this nation. Our fidelity, honesty, and loyalty to family is our most sacred asset as Americans.
Candidate Max, your rebuttal?
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Lincoln!
I believe we have a question in the audience from someone who is not Candidate Lincoln's wife.
Oh, hi, Sam. Hi, Max.
Greetings, random harlot.
Abe, I'm here. Are you ready for our date?
What? I've never seen this woman before in my life.
But on the phone, you sounded so eager to meet me.
Listen to me, America. I did not arrange a date with this woman.
Oh, so she's good enough to fool around with, but not to date?
Mr. Lincoln, I can't believe you're doing this to me.
The results from the emergency election are coming in. And it appears that former sitcom star Max has been elected President of the United States. In an unprecedented show of bipartisan solidarity, all of the country's political parties have desperately asked for a recount. Let's cut to the White House lawn to hear candidate Lincoln's address.
You've got to be me, you idiots!
He took the news much better than expected.
Democracy? I will make you all my hypnotic slaves!
Max, that robotic Abe Lincoln will enslave the entire East Coast if we don't stop him.
Who cares? I'm the president of the U.S. Let's go bomb someone into oblivion.
Not just anyone, Max. Abe Lincoln must die.
Yes!
Finally, Mr. President, you're here.
That's the president? People will vote for anyone these days.
Obviously.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means... Never mind.
Look, Max, all the soda poppers are here.
I don't have time for foreign dignitaries. Check out all the cool stuff on my new desk.
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure.
Look, Max, it's our old pal. Look, Grand Imperial Warlord Maximus Optimus, keeper of the Seven Keys. It's our old pal, the former child star and embarrassing idol semifinalist, Peepers.
That's former child star and embarrassing idol semi-finalist, Governor Peepers.
You're a governor, too?
That's right. I got North Dakota.
North Dakota, the leftover state.
I thought it was North Dakota, still warmer than Saskatchewan.
Hey, be nice. We've got a rich and varied history.
North Dakota, hope you like snow.
North Dakota, come climb all over our big white butte.
Hey!
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
What's there to do in North Dakota?
Plenty! Snowmen, snow angels, snow forts, snowball fights, homemade ice cream, and of course the majesty of Mount Rushmore!
That hasn't been decided yet.
Right, I spoke too soon.
What business do you have in the Oval Office?
We need the president to settle custody of Mount Rushmore!
Max has the presidential pen. Somewhere.
Just tell me where to sign.
Great! The problem is solved! But seriously, if you guys see the president, tell him we're waiting.
Max really is president now.
It was in the papers.
We haven't been watching the news back in Fargo. We've been so busy with the arms buildup.
What was that?
Did I say arms build up? I meant Winter Paradise Toboggan and Scrapbooking Jamboree.
Can't we all just get along?
We can if we all just keep quiet and avoid another incident.
Honesty is rarely the best policy. All us presidents know that.
So long, peeps. Welcome back, Governor Whizzer. Here to give another demonstration on soda abuse?
That's not funny.
Why should your state get Mount Rushmore?
Because they just want it for tourism. But my plan will save lives. It'll become a monument to soda abuse prevention. People will realize that just like Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and the other guy, they too can overcome their crippling addiction to carbonated beverages.
George Washington never had a soda addiction.
Why do you think he needed false teeth?
Why not divide it up equally?
That would never work. It's not even.
Each of you could get a third of Roosevelt.
I want the mustache.
I wanted the mustache.
Okay, Max gets Roosevelt's mustache, Specs gets the glasses, Peepers, you get an ear and both nostrils.
That just leaves me with the forehead.
All right then, Whizzer, we'll throw in Crazy Horse, but that's my final offer.
It's not even finished.
This will never work. It's just like last time.
How did West Dakota become a separate state?
The three of us ran for governor together. We got along so well during the campaign, and we were all such former TV celebrities that all three of us won. The voters realized they'd elected 3 governors for only 2 states. That's when the unpleasantness began.
What was the unpleasantness?
We fought for a long time about how to divide up the states.
There was almost a war.
But we divided everything up fairly and all agreed that Mount Rushmore should be in the South.
We did not! You!
I what?
You! Oh, never mind.
Thirsty?
Yes! But you're not going to offer me a soda, are you? You know I can't resist them.
We wouldn't do that. We've got, let's see here, orange soda, cola, grape soda, pop, some more orange soda, and tea.
Tea, please.
We're all out of tea. Soda?
Why are you doing this?
Stay dry, Whizman. Hey, Specs. Max, you remember most omnipotent exaltedness Maxama, overseer of the 9 cosmic planes. You remember Specs, the other soda popper.
We vaguely recognize our loyal subject.
What are you guys talking about?
Kiss the ring.
What? No.
What business do you have with the president?
We're here to get federal resolution on a dispute.
It wouldn't be a dispute if you...
If I what?
Nothing.
Awkward.
What have you been up to?
Winning an election. I'm now the governor of South Dakota.
Hey, just like Whizzer.
No, not just like Whizzer. I was the first one of us to run for office.
Like you invented it. You just... forget it.
What are you doing as governor?
I'm fixing the problems in the state and getting it back to perfect working order. Did you know that the Black Hills are really more of a greenish gray? I've got a committee addressing the problem.
But what about the Badlands?
We're making them even worse.
Sing your theme song for us.
No, I don't sing that anymore. I want to be respected as more than just a beloved TV celebrity.
If it makes you feel better, you were never really that beloved.
Sam and I always watched your show with detached irony.
Later, Specs. It's the official United States calendar.
12 of the hottest Supreme Court justices in their skimpiest, naughtiest swimsuits.
Even better, Max. You can actually change the official date.
Oh boy! People of Earth, we have now changed the official date.
Mark your calendars. Update your checks. All hail Max. Stand aside, pal. The president needs to get into the war room.
I'm afraid that's not allowed, sir.
Perhaps you didn't hear our advisor. We would like to see our war room.
No can do, sir. Orders.
You can't tell the president what to do. Let us into that room.
Just following orders, sir. No exceptions.
We are most definitely not amused.
Until I hear from Chuckles, my superior officer. I'm to guard this door.
Your superior officer is riding on the shoulder of a 20-foot tall Abraham Lincoln statue that's destroying Washington.
It's covered in the contingency plan, sir.
Max says you can take a vacation.
We will make an exception, just this once.
Thank you, sir, but no can do. I can only take a vacation on federal holidays.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Can't you get us into the war room, Max?
I kept hearing about presidential powers, but it's all just boring bureaucratic stuff. I was hoping I'd be able to make things explode with my mind.
The Soda Poppers aren't the close-knit band they used to be.
They're just one inappropriate comment away from full-on violence.
Just like you and me, pal. I'm glad we took this time to talk, Max.
Keep in touch, Sam. I mean that.
It's the Secretary of Presidential Whimsy ribbon. Looks like Max can use this to appoint someone as an honorary cabinet secretary. Not a good choice for a cabinet secretary. Not a good choice for a cabinet secretary. Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure. Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Hiya, Sybil. How are things in the world of computer-generated romance?
Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. Can you believe that guy? Never mentioning that he was married? Men are such self-centered jerks.
Preach it, girlfriend!
So you changed careers again?
Yeah, now I'm running a dating service.
Come again?
A carbon dating service. I bought this astoundingly useful machine that tells me how old things are.
I usually just cut them in half and count the rings.
There's a reason you're not invited to birthday parties anymore.
I wanted a fresh start in a new career to get my mind off that fiasco with Honest Abe. This wasn't my first choice, but I got a good deal on the carving dating equipment online, and I couldn't afford to change my sign.
You're having financial problems?
I'm afraid so. After my public humiliation with Lincoln, all the applicants for my dating service demanded their money back. Not to mention all the money tied up in pending litigation with the clients who watched Max's dating video.
I stated very clearly up front that viewer discretion was advised.
Believe me, I would love to just close up shop for a while and take a vacation. Forget about Honest Abe and all the lawsuits.
It was a wardrobe malfunction!
But unless I get a major windfall, I have to hope the carbon dating business takes off.
How does carbon dating work?
I don't know. Something about carbon-14 and half-lives and radiation.
I'm impressed with your detailed scientific knowledge. Very professional.
That's the beauty of it. I don't really need to know anything. I just aim my little machine at something and it tells me how old it is. Allow me to demonstrate. This tiki is... oh my gosh! It's 2,000 years old! This is fantastic!
Old is good?
Absolutely! I can have my office put on the National Register of Historic Places. I might even get a grant. I'd be rich!
Can we borrow your carbon dating machine?
No way! That machine is still my only chance to take care of my money problems. Unless I get a grant, since I'm now on the National Register of Historic Places. There's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
Who could possibly need a freelance carbon dating service?
Plenty of people. Freelance archaeologists, independent historians, rogue paleobotanists.
It's also naughty fun for your next bachelorette party.
And now that Antiques Thunderdome is getting so popular, business is bound to pick up.
Antiques Thunderdome? The show where common everyday people bring random junk from around the house to a giant steel cage match and engage in a no-holds-barred appraisal to the death?
That's the one. Now everybody's convinced they have some priceless treasure in their attic, and their home will be declared a historic monument.
See you around, Sybil.
Hey, Hugh Bliss! Guess what? I'm the President of the United States!
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Are the books selling well?
Selling? You can't put a price on imagination. You can't sell the wonder of a daydream or the laughter of a child.
He's right. I've tried.
Stay colorful!
Hi, Hugh Bliss. Max would...
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Right. Max would like to give you something.
For your service to the realm, we would like to appoint you Secretary of Magic and Wonder.
Why, thank you, Max. But I'm afraid I can't accept a government job. Oh, I'm a citizen of the universe!
Oh, Mr. President! Please do not execute me!
Hey, Bosco.
Ah?
We want to buy something.
That is evil but necessary private enterprise.
We'll take that truth serum.
Is yours for only 100 million American dollars.
I seem to have left my $100 million in my other suit. We'll be back. Nothing for us right now. Das Vidanya, Comrade Boskovorsky.
We'll catch you on flip side, comrades Dog and Rabbit.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh boy!
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure. Oh boy! We now declare today, April 8th, Easter Sunday.
Cripes, we'd better start hiding eggs on the White House lawn.
Already did it, Sam.
Max, are these the eggs that are made of metal and shaped like a pineapple and have a pin in them?
Don't be silly, Sam. I took the pins out first.
Hey, an Easter egg.
You mean a carefully hidden item of absolutely no actual value?
Exactly.
Oh boy! We now declare today, April 27th, Arbor Day.
Everybody go outside today and hug a tree.
Hug nothing. This year I'm hoping to get to second base.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Arbor Day.
I'll tell a tree, sir.
Why won't you let us into the war room again?
Just following orders, sir. I can't let anyone into the room. No exceptions.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy! We now declare today, April 8th, Easter Sunday.
Cripes, we'd better start hiding eggs on the White House lawn.
Already did it, Sam.
Max, are these the eggs that are made of metal and shaped like a pineapple and have a pin in them?
Don't be silly, Sam. I took the pins out first.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Easter.
I'm not a religious man, sir. I wouldn't feel right taking a vacation unless it was a secular holiday.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy! We now declare today April 22nd, Earth Day.
People of America, take this day to ignore all practical concerns and devote all your attention to one day of crackpot extreme environmentalist activism, which you'll forget about for the rest of the year.
People of Berkeley, California, keep up the good work.
Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Earth Day.
Very funny, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Oh boy! We now declare today April 26th, Secretary's Day.
That's supposed to be Administrative Professionals Day.
Wow, Sam. When I picked you for vice president, I didn't know you were such a politically correct bleeding heart liberal.
All right, then. Secretary's Day. Hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Secretary's Day.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Sybil left the door unlocked. She's probably living it up on some tropical island on the taxpayer's dime.
I bet she's getting abducted in some sleazy nightclub, then sold into a white slavery ring, forced to do unspeakable things for a power-mad despot, before narrowly escaping his volcano-top lair with only one of her kidneys left.
Don't be such a pessimist, Max.
Sorry, Sam. It's just no fair. We're stuck here working, and she gets to have all the fun.
It's Sybil's carbon dating machine. Sybil must have read her machine wrong. It says this tiki is only 10 years old.
I thought that price tag on the bottom looked suspicious.
Odd. Max, have you been dieting? I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. It's 8 years old. Poor little guy was probably heading to his 8th birthday party when he got shot, stuffed, mounted, and sold in a tacky souvenir store.
No, he's got that haunted look about him. I bet he offed himself and donated his body to taxidermy.
You see the bright side in everything, Max. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. It's locked. I don't want to know how old that is. Nothing useful in here. don't want to know how old that is. Mr. Spatula is only 1 year old, but this thing says he's 2. Oh no, I forgot his birthday.
Don't bother. I put a piece of cake in there one time and he didn't seem to like it.
This thingamajig says these donuts are only 1 year old.
It must be using the calendar of the donut mold people's burgeoning civilization.
That is the only logical explanation. This thing says Hubert is 16 years old.
I wondered why he was acting all sullen and unresponsive.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. It says Jesse James's hand is only 14 years old.
I don't believe that.
Wow, it says that Leonard is only 19 years old.
Let that be a cautionary tale to the kids about spending too much time in casinos.
I don't want to know how old that is. The Easter egg is a completely unusable thingamabob. That's weird. It says his age is burnt sienna.
That is weird. He doesn't look a day over taupe.
There are so many other things to punch. I can't shoot you, Blitz. Max would never forgive me. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. What do we have here? Organ Trader, Self-Loathing Weekly, Hot Bunny.
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loathing Weekly. We would like to appoint thee Secretary of Homeland Insecurity.
I am wanting no part of your corrupt Yankee administration.
Who wouldn't want a cushy government job?
Oh, I get it now. You want me right where you can keep your eye on me.
Your paranoia is sucking all the fun out of this presidency, Bosco.
What is that? Keep that away from me.
Relax, Bosco. It only tells how old you are.
Why do you need to know that? Did someone send you to find out how old I am?
Sheesh, never mind.
That's your problem with dating, Sam. You give up too easily.
This coffee is over a month old.
It's slow roasted for premium taste and maximum viscosity.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. The nachos are from the early 90s, but I can't get a reading on the cheese.
I don't think it's organic, Sam.
I don't want to know how old that is. I don't want to know how old that is. Well, Bosco, by my readings, these weenies date from the early Cretaceous period.
Special bargain for you! Still tasty, half off today only.
You don't understand. Your store is now a National Historic Place. These weenies are valuable artifacts.
Really? I mean, of course! In preserving heritage of my people. Just how valuable are we talking about here?
We'll get back to you on that. Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Hey, look, Max. It's the presidential discretionary budget. You have $100 million to allocate however you want.
What a delightfully random and convenient figure. Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
You're going down, Abe!
Well, he wasn't hard to find.
Just had to follow the trail of broken campaign promises.
That's pretty profound for a high-speed car chase, Max.
I like to think I transcend genre conventions, Sam.
We have you surrounded, Abe! Come over and let's discuss it!
Lincoln smash!
He's a testy little emancipator, isn't he?
The bullets have no effect!
He's made of marble, Max, and fueled by rage. It's Lincoln we need to stop at this point. My gun just isn't big enough to stop him.
I will destroy you.
Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
That's not even worth a comment. I have nothing to say about that. Hello, Comrade Bosco.
Hail to the chief! I don't know how you guys did it, but I just got a huge check from the government.
You earned it, Bosco. It's not easy to perfectly preserve weenies that predate the discovery of fire.
Not to mention the teeming microcosm growing in the bathroom. We're considering making it a national wildlife preserve.
Now I can finally finish my satellite defense system.
So we can have the truth serum?
Sure. Let me dig it up from the labs.
This is a bottle of vodka.
Fortito products. Trust me. Get a couple of shots of that in somebody, and they'll tell you all their
Thanks,
secrets.
Bosco.
Hey, Bosco.
Ah?
When's the last time you cleaned out the weenie rotisserie?
Needs no cleaning. Adds vintage flavor to tasty frames.
See you later, Bosco.
Where are we going, Sam?
We're off to the White House.
Oh, boy!
Truth serum's only useful on people not telling the truth. Care for a drink?
It's soda, right? You brought more soda.
Sure, why not?
Wow! That's got more kick than the other ones. Thanks, Sam and Max. You guys are my best friends.
Now, can we get back to the deliberation?
What's the point? You still think Peeper's idea is stupid.
Stupid? You never told me you thought my idea was stupid.
He said your idea of adding Herbert Hoover hugging the 4 other presidents was the stupidest thing he'd ever heard.
Well, it is. Hoover wasn't even a president, which means he certainly wasn't the most loving of all the presidents.
Well, at least I didn't suggest putting a parking garage in George Washington's forehead, like some 4-eyed freaks I know.
You little...
You big...
Of course you realize this means war!
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 What's this I hear? What wondrous thing is this? The DEFCON klaxons ring, a flashing light above the door. There's just one thing it could mean. War. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. Good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. What is it good for? What is it good for? It strengthens the economy. It shows the world that we've got stones and carriers with fighter drones. War. Oh, what is it good for? What is it good it's for? Good for you. It's good for me. It's the cat's meow. Good for? It's good for you. It's good for me. Oh, war. Oh, what is it good for? Oh, it strengthens the economy. All lengthy battles and incumbents scream because it can't change horses in midstream. For bombs and guns and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war, war, war. For bombs and guns, and so much more, we celebrate the joys of war.
Well,
Let's not do that again.
hey, Soups. Max says you can take a vacation. It's Secretary's Day.
I'm not a secretary, sir.
We'll be back.
Roger that.
Max, I mean His Excellency El Jefe Maximilian I, Intimidator of the Realm, has a special surprise for you. Better get those handkerchiefs ready. This could get sentimental.
Agent Superball, we have decided to reward you for your excellent service to your country, for your unwavering commitment to preventing us from being where we most desperately needed to be, for your unerring devotion to being a constant hindrance in our task, For all these things and more, we now dub the Super Ball. Secretary of Mysterious Gaseous Emissions. So we have spoken, so it shall be.
All hail Max.
I'm overwhelmed, sir. I don't know what to say.
Now run along to a cabinet meeting.
I'm afraid I can't do that, sir.
You've got to be kidding me.
I still have my orders.
Hey, Soups. Secretary Superball, the President would like you to take a memo.
To people of the planet Earth, we know what you've been doing. Cut it out. Hugs, your nuclear arsenal wielding leader, etc., etc.
Did you get all that?
No pencil, sir.
Today is Secretary's Day. You have to take the day off.
It's the law, Jack!
A vacation? Permission to weep openly, sir.
Not just granted, but encouraged.
The forces of bureaucracy win again.
I love this country.
These must be for the Joint Chiefs and other quasi-important hoo-has.
Nice screensaver.
What to do in time of war. Select target, press fire. That's all it says. Hey, there's gourmet coffee, in case the idea of war makes you insufficiently jittery.
I'm plenty juiced just being in here. Let's blow stuff up.
The Civil War in the Dakotas seems to be escalating, Max.
Let them thin out the overpopulation of moose and strip malls for a few weeks, and then we'll step in.
It looks like Bismarck has fallen to the West Dakotan militia.
Oh no! That will wipe out the country's crucial snow and slush reserves!
Your compassion for your people is heartwarming, Mr. President. Look, Max, in the White House garden pond. It's Jimmy Two Teeth.
We often allow lobbyists to use the pool, Sam.
Jimmy's a lobbyist now? What's he lobbying for? Cheese interests?
Affordable health care for the aged and underprivileged, Sam. He's a lot more multifaceted than you give him credit for.
Is the war room everything you thought it would be?
And more! The motivational posters were a nice touch.
You don't have to be hell-bent for wanton destruction to work here, but it helps. Just think, an entire arsenal of nuclear weapons all at our command.
It's like Christmas, my birthday, and the Book of Revelations all rolled into one!
Let's get back to war.
That's music to my long, fluffy white ears.
Looks like a remote homing beacon in the frigid Antarctic.
So peaceful, so serene.
Want to blow it up?
You have to ask?
The homing beacon to the Kremlin doesn't seem to be working. It was probably turned off in the spirit of Glasnost.
More likely those lazy commie bastards forgot to change the batteries.
Lazy former commie bastards, Max. There's no beacon for the missile to lock onto.
Then we'll just have to do this the slow way. Lock and load, Sam! We're off to Red Square!
Some other time, little buddy. It's the distant, peaceful world of Krypton.
They mock us with their utopian society of crystal cities and absentee parents. They must be exterminated! This'll teach them to put me in the Phantom Zone. You will bow down before me. Aw.
Better pull up a chair, little buddy. Well, what do you know? Bosco was right. The government really has been targeting his store for destruction.
Won't he be glad when we tell him?
What do you say we keep this to ourselves, Max?
You're right. We don't want to ruin the surprise. Dinner special tonight? Penguin flambe.
Who would have suspected the Washington Monument is really a self-replenishing supply of intercontinental ballistic missiles?
It's good to see it used for something more useful than corny innuendo for once.
I wonder if this will have a significant impact on our delicate ecosystem.
Absolutely. My ego is bigger already. Attention, Bosco shoppers. Clean up in aisle everything.
Would you look at that? Bosco's satellite defense system actually works.
Well played, Bosco. You're safe. But for how long? Where are we going, Sam?
Back to the office.
Shotgun!
Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
What was that?
He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen. Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
Nice toss, Max. We better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape.
Looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Egads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
All to my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created!
That was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4-7. Query not acknowledged and acceptable timeout parameters. Error. 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 Error.